You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, no doubt about it. The biggest story last year at the Olympics was actually in women's boxing. You had two individuals that won gold medals and people wondering and saying that these are actually males. Lin Yuting of Taiwan and Imane Khelif of Algeria. They both won gold medals. Now, this video is really about Imane Khelif, folks, because Imane Khelif's career is now over with. This just came down out of the blue, guys. It is over for Imane Khelif. And folks, something is telling me, man, there's probably a good chance now that Imane Khelif is going to get stripped of that gold medal that actually happened in Paris last year. Now, last year, man, we found out that Imane Khelif actually did undergo a sex test. And it confirmed that this was a male. Chromosomes of a male, actually had testicles and a micro penis. Now, the testicles were internal, but still, no matter what, this was a male. This is not a female. It wasn't even close. Now, I can't remember the official name of what Imane Khelif had, but the condition of like a micro penis and internal testes, the conclusion was this only happens in fully biological males. Yeah. There's no sex organs whatsoever of a female in Imane Khelif. But as of right now, Imane Khelif actually still does have that gold medal. I don't think he's going to be having it for that long, guys. I really don't. Because, folks, the truth may be coming out. Because World Boxing now has dropped the hammer and actually called out Imane Khelif by name. That is the governing body for amateur boxing. And we know Imane Khelif wants to defend that gold medal. It's never going to happen, guys. Never going to happen unless there's some kind of a miracle. Now, World Boxing is actually giving Imane Khelif an opportunity by taking a sex test. And guys, we know it. Imane Khelif is going to fail because Imane Khelif is actually a male, not a female at all, guys. And I know that Imane Khelif was just about to box pretty soon. Nope. Banned. Banned from the sport forever. Let's get into it, guys. Right over here. Imane Khelif abruptly banned from prestigious boxing event with new gender test coming. This should have happened, folks, before the Olympics last year. It says here, Imane Khelif's boxing career has been put on hold, at least temporarily, after a shocking World Boxing announcement on Friday. The federation is set to introduce mandatory sex testing for its fighters as part of new policy. Khelif, set to defend his Olympic gold beginning at the Eindhoven Box Cup in the Netherlands in June, was called out specifically by World Boxing. Yeah, look right here. They're not even hiding it, folks. They wanted Imane Khelif to take this test. It says here, quote, in light of plans to introduce this policy and the particular circumstances surrounding some boxers that competed at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, World Boxing has written to the Algerian Boxing Federation to inform it that Imane Khelif will not be allowed to participate in the female category at the Eindhoven Box Cup or any World Boxing event until Imane Khelif undergoes sex testing. World Boxing wrote in its release. Yeah, and we know, man, that Imane Khelif had already taken one of these sex tests and failed. That's why Imane Khelif was actually banned from the other governing body of boxing that he was in. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but he failed because the testing concluded this was actually a biological male. Yeah. Goes on here, quote, in light of plans to introduce this policy and the particular circumstances surrounding some boxers that competed at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, World Boxing has, now I've already read that right there, so I don't need to read it again. They want him to actually take the test. Now, will he actually do it? I'm not really sure. But look here, this is a refresher here. The 26-year-old Algerian welterweight was at the center of Olympic controversy regarding his gender at the Paris Games, beginning when his first round opponent, Italy's Angela Carini, quit after 46 seconds. Yeah, I believe she took 2 shots and she was done. She was done. Couldn't handle it, man. Carini eventually backtracked and apologized for causing the uproar. But Angela Carini actually was throwing up 2 X's to let people know that, I'm an actual female. Yeah. Despite reportedly having failed International Boxing Association's testing, that's what it was. Olympic organizers defended his right to compete as a woman, and he pounded opponents en route to winning gold. None of that seemingly matters now, as Khelif's participation will require gender testing. Yeah, not looking good for Imane Khelif. That's a wrap. The career is over with, man. The career is now over with. And I'm wondering, man, what is going to be the response by Imane Khelif? Because I think deep down inside, guys, Imane Khelif knows this is a wrap. This is a wrap. And by the way, Wikipedia, man, should be ashamed of themselves. Because if you actually go on Wikipedia, they're referring to Imane Khelif as a female, and they're saying that people were falsely claiming that this was a male, despite the actual sex test being out there from the IBA. It's out there. The science doesn't lie. This was a male. This is a male. But shame on Wikipedia, man. Boy, I didn't expect this, guys. But this is the way that Imane Khelif's career is going to end. It's going to go down, and now he's banned from boxing forever. I really do hope, though, that Imane Khelif actually does submit to this sex test. I really do. Because once that's actually out there, once he actually takes that and fails it, then we're going to get all the details again. It probably won't be like the IBA, that test, when it was kind of like under the rug, I guess you can say, when the IOC and World Boxing just ignored it. Not anymore. They know the truth. They know it. And they probably also know Imane Khelif can't actually get into the United States to participate in the Paris Games if he's actually going to try to hide his true sex. So there you have it, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.